Hey guys, good morning. It's Kara with Kinsley's Creative Palette. I am going live today to paint some super cute little buffalo plaid Christmas ornaments that you can just drill a little hole in. These are super easy to do, and you might learn a little something while you're on this morning. I purchased at Hobby Lobby. Say hi if you jump on, because it's hard for me to see who's there. And also, if I'm lagging, will you let me know, because I've got like this spinny thing on my screen. But I purchased a big bag of these. I think they were like $4.99 at Hobby Lobby, and you can use 40% off. And they come in all different sizes, so I'll show you. This didn't turn out exactly how I wanted, and I haven't painted it yet, but like I glued 3 together to be a snowman. And I thought I could put a cute little scarf on him and buttons, but anyway, so they're all different. Like these 3 all came from the same package. And then there's also an odd shaped one, which I thought was really cute. I painted some Christmas trees on that side. I was gonna see if I had any others. But I painted these 2 yesterday on a whim, Noel and Joy. And I was gonna tell y'all, I have been using paint markers. But all my paint markers were over at the studio, and so I grabbed some chalk markers, which I had, and these are a lot juicier than my paint markers. So I actually really liked this a lot better. And when I would start to run out of ink, I would push it down on my paint plate, just push it down, and it would get real juicy, and then I could use it again. So anyway, just FYI, if you don't have paint markers and you come across chalk markers, I actually really liked them. Now I did a buffalo plaid stocking. Let me grab it and show you, and then I'll show you the technique that we'll be doing today. All right, sorry, I lost it in the other room. So this was the stocking, and this was the other side that I painted last year. And I just was trying to find something that I could practice buffalo plaid on. So that's what I did. This Joy is written with a paint marker. And so I just wanted to jump on and show you some super fun, super easy and inexpensive Christmas ornaments you can make, especially if you're doing a vintage tree theme this year. So I got all my brushes here. I had like a million of them in my water. So I'm gonna use my microfiber cloth and dry those just a little bit. And I wanna show you another project that I need to finish it today, but I also did the buffalo plaid on it. So Hobby Lobby had these little sets, and I'm not sure if they have them this year. I bought it last year. But it said Joy, and I think they had a couple others. It said Joy, and they're just an MDF, so they're like a wood product, and they were $5.99. Hey Taylor, hey, I made a new wrestling shirt yesterday. I can't wait to wear it while I get real emotional on Sunday. So these were $5.99 for the pack, and they were 50% off. So for $3, you can make something super cute. This buffalo plaid, I did not go dark enough with one of my colors, so I'm actually going to swap that up a little bit today to make it look more like this or like this, because you really do need the 3 colors to have enough contrast to make it look like buffalo plaid. So I am hoping that I'm not lagging, even though it's still showing that I'm going around and around on my screen. So we're just gonna get going this morning. Okay, so I am gonna grab one of my wooden rounds, and I'm gonna get a bigger one just so I have more room to show you. And I'll hold it up as I'm going. But, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of shiny where they cut it. And I'm gonna grab some paint colors. So I've got this barn red, which I found to be a really good red, and sorry it settled a little bit. Make sure you shake your paint really well, because even if you purchase it straight from the store, if it is set too long, it will it'll settle. I better put an apron on. Ooh, yeah, I think this is really, really thin. Let me grab my apron. All right. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I'm going to get some of this barn red, and then I'm going to get the barn red, and I'm going to mix it with white, because that's the red color that I want. And if you don't have a Hobby Lobby close, I will put a link in the comments to other places that you can purchase these types of wooden rounds so that you can paint the same project. Okay, so I'm just trying to make a lighter. Basically, I wanted to stay in the same color scheme. So I'm making a lighter version of that red, and I need it to be significantly lighter. You can also, another thing you can do, if you don't want to do the barn red, let me show you another one. You can take a true red. Anytime you get these paint bottles, I'm going to show you, it's hard as heck to get this plastic stuff off, but if you'll act like you're tightening the bottle instead of loosening it, this comes right off. You have to work on it a little bit, but it's much easier than like using your teeth and all of that. And again, brand new bottle of paint. I'm going to shake it up real good. This color is true red. I think I had a Santa red too. So if you want more of a true red, not a barn red, move this so I can show you my plate. Okay, so there's my true red. If I want to use my true red instead of my barn red, then I'm just going to mix black with it to get that other color. So we'll do one of each. How about that? Now the smaller your round is, the smaller your brush is going to need to be able to accomplish the effect of, I've got a couple bags of them, so I'm going to look through here and see if I can find a bigger one. But to accomplish the plaid pattern. Okay, that'll have to work. I've used most of my big ones. All right, so for the smallest, I'm going to pick a brush like, let's see, probably like this. Okay, I'm going to pick a brush like this, something small. You can see in relation to my finger, it's smaller than like half the size of my finger. And I'm going to paint just all over. And I'm going to use the same brush for all three colors. So I will start off with the true red, and we're going to do the big one. So this true red is very transparent, and anytime you have a transparent color for your first coat, you can add white to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop up red, and then I'm going to scoop up a little bit of white, and I'm just going to brush it on. And now this will take several coats, just because red's funny like that. Alright. Is everybody staying home for Christmas, or are y'all traveling? We stay home because my husband pretty much works nonstop from Black Friday, or the week before Black Friday, till Christmas. So we stay home, and I kind of love it because it's just the four of us, and we've done it for so long, I don't know any different. So I'm going to let, this will dry pretty quickly. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to set my paintbrush down. Normally I tell you put it straight in the water, but because I'm going to go back to using it in just a second, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to use another brush about the same size. This one's a little bit bigger, so I may swap down in a minute, but I'm going to use this other, the barn red that I made a lighter color. And I'm actually going to mix a little bit of true red in with it to get more of a brighter color. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so it's hard to see. This was without mixing the bright red. This is with. So this is the barn red, some white, and some true red. I'm just going to paint the whole thing. Even my fingers. Okay. So there's that one. So we have, I'm going to go back and put another coat real quick of, I'm going to go straight red this time instead of mixing it with the white, because I've got that base on there. So it's not so transparent. So this is my bright red. And you can pick whatever red you want. I would just say make sure that you add enough of your dark or your light to get it, get enough contrast. So you see the difference. This one's more rustic looking, and this is bright red. So I'm just gonna let those dry, and I'm gonna keep putting coats of paint on until I feel like they're covered well enough. And then we can work on adding our plaid to it. So if you just joined us, we're making buffalo plaid ornaments this morning out of these wooden rounds from Hobby Lobby. They may have them other places. If you don't have a Hobby Lobby close, I'll drop some links in the comments to other places that you can get these. But they come a ton in a bag, and they're fun for the kids too. And you can also do things like glue them together to make snowmen, which I haven't finished this little guy yet, but they're really fun for the kids. So $4.99 I think is what the bag cost at Hobby Lobby, and I used a 40% off on it. Another thing I'll show y'all real quick while those are drying is they had Joy, and I'm not sure if they have it this year. I got it last year, but it was they're MDF, so they're like a heavy wood composite. And the pack was $5.99 it was like in the Christmas craft area, and they were 50% off. So for $3, I got Joy, and I'm doing buffalo plaid on the middle one. And then I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the J and the Y. Let me know if you have some ideas. I'd love to know what you think I should do to complement the buffalo plaid, or if I should just leave it. Okay, so I think this is covered well enough. This is that darker color. So I'm going to stick my brush in the water since I'm not going to need it. And my red gets covered well enough. So we just need to let it dry a little bit. Okay, so next we need we need the darker color. So for my barn red, I went straight barn red. I'm probably going to want to grab a little bit of this red since I added that to my base color. I've got my bright red and my black.